Clipping masks are, in Illustrator, a shape that you use to control which parts of other objects are visible. And you use that shape to define whatever's inside the boundary of the shape will be visible. You can see it. Whatever is outside of that shape will be not deleted, but just hidden. So the easiest way to think about it is something like a window mat for framed artwork that you're gonna, put the artwork underneath that window mat, and part of the artwork might be hidden a little bit, around underneath the edges of the mat board, but you can still see obviously through the window area. So here's an example, a real basic, where we can take that idea and say, okay, here is the shape that we're going to use to define what part of this bat we want to be visible. So I'm going to make a clipping mask. Now, upcoming videos in this series will get into how to do that, but this is just an example of, that shape that we had previously had, said that's what we want to see, only that part of that image, hide the rest. That's what's happening when I make a clipping mask. And we could even take that, clipping mask right there and, for example, make it look just like a window mat, right? Just like the one that we see up there with a big stroke on it. So same idea essentially as a window, right? Looking through a window, the world exists out through that window, but you're just going to see part of it through there. And the clipping mask does not have to be just one single simple shape. Here's an example of a compound shape, made up of 3 different parts, and we're able to then put that over top of the bat image and see, just sections of it. And then when that's lined up with this window, it creates the illusion that, we're looking out that window to something entirely different than what the photo originally had on it. So clipping masks can be a little bit difficult, especially in Illustrator, to kind of wrap your mind around. They're different than how they work in Photoshop for sure. But the goal of this series is to make them something that you understand and can utilize.